AITA for refusing to tell my parents where my sister is buried. I, 28M, lost my sister Lily last year. She was 31. And honestly, even saying the word lost doesn't feel right, not just because the grief is still raw, but because I didn't lose her the way most people lose someone. I didn't lose her suddenly. I lost her slowly and painfully, first to the abuse we endured growing up, and then to the distance she needed to put between herself and that life. A distance I helped her create. Lily was my best friend growing up. She protected me, comforted me, taught me how to survive in a house that was suffocating. Our parents, let's just say they were masters of control. Perfection was their religion. Everything was about appearances, what the neighbors thought, what church people whispered, what accolades we brought home, and behind closed doors, there was no warmth, no safety. There were rules, expectations, manipulation, punishments. Lily, being the older one, bore the brunt of it. She started rebelling in high school, not with drugs or crime or anything dramatic. She just started saying no. No to their plans for her. No to being paraded around like a doll. No to the constant judgment. And they did not take that well. They punished her in every way they could, took her phone, locked her out of her own accounts, spread lies about her mental health. And when that didn't work, they started tearing her down verbally, saying things like, "You'll never make it out there," or "No one will ever love you the way we do." So when she turned 18, she packed a backpack and disappeared. She didn't give them a forwarding address. She didn't say goodbye, and I didn't hear from her for months. I was only 15 at the time, and I remember the day like a scar, the silence after she left, the way my parents spun it. They told everyone she'd gone off the deep end, that she was a drug addict, that she was mentally unstable, possibly dangerous. They told extended family members not to contact her if she reached out. They told the community that she was dead to them. But she wasn't dead. She was building a life. She reached out to me quietly about a year after she left. I'll never forget the message. "It's me, I'm safe. Are you okay?" From that moment on, we stayed in touch, but it was always secret. I couldn't call her from my phone. We used apps, fake names, burner accounts. When I was old enough to visit, I took buses out to see her. I met her partner. I watched her become someone happy, quiet, private, but happy. She changed her name legally, started over in a new city. Got a modest but fulfilling job, had a tiny garden she was obsessed with. She lived life on her terms for the first time ever. She made it clear that she never wanted our parents to find her. She didn't even want them to know who she had become, not because she was scared of them finding her, but because she refused to give them the satisfaction of claiming any part of her peace. "They don't get to own me in life or in death," she once told me. And then last year she got sick. It was fast and brutal, some kind of aggressive autoimmune thing. One day she had a cough, the next week she was in the ICU. She called me the night before she was sedated. She knew the odds weren't good. We talked, cried, laughed a little, and then she made me promise. "Don't let them near me, not even in death. They don't deserve that part of me. Bury me somewhere quiet. No names, no gravestones, no eulogies, just peace." So I did. I arranged everything myself, paid for it quietly out of pocket, followed her wishes exactly. No funeral, no obituary, just a simple, quiet burial in a forest cemetery where she used to go on walks. It was a beautiful spot. I stayed there a long time that day, just sitting, trying to feel okay with letting go. I didn't tell my parents until weeks later. When I finally broke the news, they absolutely lost it. Not grief, rage, screaming, accusations, threats. "How dare you keep this from us? You robbed us of our chance to say goodbye. You're a monster." The same people who told everyone she was unstable were now acting like I had stolen something from them. But here's the thing. They buried her long before I ever did. They buried her when she was 18 and walked out that door. They buried her when they told everyone she was an addict. They buried her when they erased her from family photos, when they blocked her name from being mentioned at holidays, when they told the family she'd gone dark. The only difference is, when I buried her, I did it with love, with respect, with truth. They've since gone on social media, spinning lies, saying I'm mentally unwell, that I'm hiding her body, that I've gone off the deep end. They're threatening legal action, though there's no ground for it. Some extended family believe me. Others think I'm cruel for playing God. But I'm not playing anything. I kept a promise, a sacred one. I was the only person Lily trusted with her truth, and I honored that. If she had wanted them to have closure, she would have said so. She didn't. She wanted peace. And I gave it to her. So AITA. Because I won't tell my parents where my sister is buried. Because I chose the one person who always chose me. Because I kept a promise to the only person who ever truly understood what we both survived. I know what I did. I know why I did it. And I would do it again.